Well, Nintendo has some world-class first-party games. One of the major factors in the success of the Nintendo Switch was the great indie game library. Well, today I'm going to highlight some of the very best indie games for Nintendo Switch in 2025. Well, if you're new around here or find this useful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below for even more Nintendo content here on Power Up Direct. Before we dive into things, it is worth checking out the eShop for sales, as often these great games are on sale. You can get them for much cheaper than the original price. Without any more delay, let's dive into the best indie games for Nintendo Switch, and don't forget you can play all these games on the Switch too. Well, first of all, we've got Cuphead. Well, Cuphead is a 2017 run-and-gun video game developed by Canadian studio MDHR. It features Cuphead and his brother Mugman as they battle debtors to repay a deal made with the devil. So it is really challenging, this one. The game allows for 1 or 2 players to progress through levels and boss fights while gaining new but limited abilities. It's inspired by 1930s animation and jazz. Cuphead features hand-drawn visuals and a jazz soundtrack that has earned widespread acclaim. So this game was really popular, and it led to a DLC being released. This is called The Delicious Last Course, and also there was a Netflix animated series, The Cuphead Show, and that released in 2022. Well, next up we've got Stardew Valley. This one, originally released in 2016, is a farming simulator, and players inherit a rundown farm and work to restore it by growing crops, raising animals, and engaging in various farming activities like mining, fishing, and also a little bit of combat too. The game features open-ended gameplay, you've got skill building and social interactions, you've got the ability to marry and have children. Initially developed to improve Barone's programming game design skills, and inspired by the Story of Seasons series, the game was later published by Chucklefish. So it was first released on PC and later ported to loads of platforms. Stardew Valley reached critical and commercial success, selling over 41 million copies by December 2024, and it's got a reputation as one of the best indie games of all time. Next up we've got Return of the Obra Dinn. So this one is a 2018 adventure and puzzle game developed by Lucas Pope, creator of Papers, Please. So this one is set in 1807, and you take on the role of an East India Company investigator sent to a mysteriously reappeared ghost ship, the Obra Dinn. You've got to determine the fate of its 60 missing crew and passengers. So using a magical pocket watch called the Memento Mortem, players can explore frozen moments of death to piece together the ship's story. So it's got a really unique 1-bit monochrome art style inspired by the early Macintosh games, and the title received critical acclaim for its gameplay and also its storytelling too. Well, next up we've got Unavowed. So I quite like point-and-click adventure games, and this one is an indie game as well. So this one is a 2018 point-and-click adventure game developed by Wadget Eye Games, set in a supernatural version of New York City. Player chooses a male or female protagonist who, after a series of paranormal events, joins an ancient team of investigators to uncover the truth behind their past. So the game blends classic 2D pixel art with modern interactive systems inspired by BioWare. So you've got quests, puzzles, and branching storylines. Originally intended to be a 3D Unity game, it reverted to 2D due to technical and resource limitations from Wadget Eye Games. Well, Unavowed received pretty good reviews for its strong storytelling, atmospheric art, and also the world building too. So if you like point-and-click adventure games, I would definitely recommend you Unavowed on the Nintendo Switch. Well, next up we've got Dead Cells. This one is a 2018 roguelike Metroidvania game. This one is by Motion Twin and Evil Empire. Players control the Prisoner, an amorphous creature fighting to escape a diseased island to defeat its king. And the game features procedurally generated levels, fast-paced combat, and a permadeath system where all progress is lost on death, though players can collect cells to unlock permanent upgrades. This one is really good, received critical acclaim for its combat, level design, replayability, and it sold over 5 million copies by 2021. And also, they've released loads of updates and expansions as well. Well, next up we've got one of my favourites. This one is A Short Hike. So Short Hike is a 2019 indie adventure game by Canadian developer Adam Robinson Yu, So this one is an open world exploration game. You control Claire, a bird navigating Hawk Peak. It's a provincial park and you've got to reach the mountain summit to get cell phone reception. So you can run, climb, glide and swim through a pixelated landscape, collecting golden feathers to increase stamina and unlock new paths. Along the way you can engage in side quests and mini games. It's praised for its relaxing gameplay, charming world and freedom of exploration. Well, next up we've got Balatro. So Balatro is a 2024 poker-themed roguelike deck-building game, and players build and play poker hands from a standard 52-card deck to reach a target score. You've got limited hands and also limited discards per round. This one also very successful, selling over 5 million copies by January 2025. Also won the Game of the Year at the 25th Game Developers Choice Awards and earned multiple top-tier nominations, and it was also in the running for Game of the Year at the Game Awards at the back end of 2024. Well, next up we've got Vampire Survivors. This one is a 2022 roguelike shoot-'em-up developed by Luca Galante, also known as Ponkel. Players control an auto-attacking character who must survive relentless waves of monsters to unlock new characters, weapons and relics over time. Initially created as a small personal project during Galante's unemployment, the game far exceeded expectations in popularity, prompting the addition of new developers and content, including expansions. You got one based on Castlevania, really good, and also that was a major inspiration as well. This one is super fun. It also won awards for game design and best game at the BAFTAs and helped define the bullet heaven subgenre. Well, next we've got Hades. This one is developed by Supergiant Games. It's a fast-paced roguelike known for its outstanding writing, striking art direction and addictive gameplay loop, and keeps coming back for just one more run. You play as Zagreus, a rebellious son of Hades attempting to escape the underworld and reach Mount Olympus. Along the way you're going to get help from iconic Greek gods like Zeus, Athena, Poseidon, Ares and Hermes, and they each offer unique power-ups to aid on your journey. The game features crisp, responsive controls and a diverse arsenal of weapons, and the challenge lies in how far you can progress in a single run. If you die, you are sent right back to the beginning. But each run offers new powers, new strategies, and new bits of story, making every attempt feel fresh, and also rewarding too. Next up we have Hollow Knight. This one is another standout indie title, released early in the Switch's lifespan, and it's developed by Team Cherry. This one is a beautifully crafted Metroidvania, has you exploring the mysterious underground kingdom of Hallownest as the silent, masked knight. Set in a vast, interconnected world of ancient caves and insectoid foes, the game combines intense combat, platforming and rich environmental storytelling, and along your journey you're going to encounter a range of intriguing NPCs, some helpful, others mysterious, as you uncover the secrets of the hauntingly beautiful world. So it draws inspiration from classics like Zelda 2: The Adventure of Link, Super Metroid and Mega Man. Hollow Knight is a must-play for fans of challenging, exploration-driven games. Since its release, the game has only grown thanks to 4 substantial free expansions that adds new content, bosses and areas to discover. Well, finally, we've got my favourite indie game for Nintendo Switch. This one is Celeste. So at its core, it's a very challenging platformer, but it also tells a deeply personal story and an emotional story that sets it apart from anything else in the genre. You play as Madeline, a young woman battling anxiety and depression, who sets out to climb Celeste Mountain. Along the way, she encounters memorable characters, including a manifestation of her own self-doubt that bring a raw, heartfelt depth to her journey. The narrative is really powerful, but what makes Celeste truly unforgettable is the tight, responsive gameplay built around precision jumps, air dashes and perfectly tuned difficulty. The retro pixel art adds charm and personality, an incredible soundtrack ties it all together. Whether you're playing docked or in handheld mode on the Switch, this game absolutely shines. Celeste frequently goes on sale, but it's more than worth the full price. One of the best platformers ever made and a must-play for fans of the genre or anyone who loves games that tell meaningful stories through their gameplay. Well, that is it. That is my list of the best indie games on Nintendo Switch, but it is worth shouting out some of the other games that didn't quite make the best of list, including Undertale, Animal Well, Sea of Stars, Untitled Goose Game, and also Katana Zero as well. All very good games in their own right, but the lists we went through are the cream of the crop. Well, let me know in the comments what you think about this list, and let me know if you want me to swap anything in or out for next time. But that is it for this video, looking at the best indie games for Nintendo Switch in 2025. And as always, thank you so much for watching or for listening. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below for even more Nintendo content here on Power Up Direct. Thanks again, I'll see you very soon.